Welcome to All Over the Stands, where we take you inside the world's stadiums, from the small town football grounds to the biggest football stadiums in America. We'll take you there. Let's get inside these grounds together. For this episode, we're going to play the GeoGuessr game of all 92 English top-flight football teams for the 2025-2026 season. And we're going to do two of these games, and we're going to explore the grounds, learn a little bit more about them and the clubs, and have some good old-fashioned fun here on All Over the Stands. We're going to play this game as a no time limit moving challenge. The play-along link, for those of you that want to play along, will be in the description below. And check me out over on X. I will be posting some predictions, my thoughts, as well as exploring stadiums from around the world. So if you got any requests of maps you want me to play, games you want me to play, explore different stadiums, I'll certainly do that. Comment down below. Off we go to the first round, and we're looking right above at Sunderland AFC, the Stadium of Light. We've had this one on a game before, and we have it again here in Sunderland, looking off to the east over the water. Pretty cool location. It's a unique vantage point. There's the car park, but yeah, this will be interesting when Sunderland faces Newcastle. I'm not quite sure when that is, but anyway, it'll be a fun one. So we're above the Stadium of Light for the first round. Didn't get a perfect score. Whatever. So let's take a look at the Stadium of Light, a football stadium in Sunderland, England. The capacity, 49,000, and it's been rocking so far this Premier League season in 2025. The day I'm doing this game is the 27th of August, 2025. Season's begun. This stadium, at a construction cost of £24 million, was opened in 1997, and there we are. It's hosted different concerts, different things, and a pretty cool picture there. All right, so we're going to go on to the next round, see where we wind up. And look at this. Probably on my list to visit in London. It's Bromley Football Club. I've had this years ago on All Over the Map channel. I think it was actually inside the stadium. This is the H2T Group Stadium. Bromley Football Club's got a play zone. But my ambition, one of my hopes in this channel, and hopefully I will be able to do it soon this season. I'm going to need your support, though, so the likes, the comments, the subs, all that stuff will really help. Is thinking about spending a week in the London area and trying to see a League 2, League 1, Championship, and Premier League match in a week, if that's possible, and non-league as well. See how many matches I can see in a week. What's going on over here? All right, taking care of a manicured ground at the health center for, I don't know if it's for seniors, but looks like a pretty cool place. So hopefully I'll be here one day, hopefully in the next year. And I think this is, yeah, South London, Bromley Football Club. There's a Toby Carvery, how about that? All right, so what are we looking at? We're looking at the ground to the east, and we're right here at that Nuffield Health Bromley Fitness and Wellbeing Gym. So Bromley Football Club, take a look at this one. Not sure what I know that's the ground, Hayes Lane. So different name now. The Copper Jacks Community Stadium is home of Bromley Football Club, and the London City Lionesses. The current ground capacity is 5,000, and it's been there since 1938. So pretty interesting. The Bolton Wanderers had been a tenant up until last year, it looks like. Crystal Palace women as well. And it's hosted some international football, some interesting regions, I guess, of the world, you could say. Let's take a quick look at that. There's the John Fjorm stand. I can't really make that out. But anyway, pretty cool ground. It's Bromley, second round. So I think Bromley, I believe, I'm going off the top of my head because I didn't really pay attention. I think Bromley's League 2, Wimbledon League 1, I believe, AFC Wimbledon. So this was kind of, guys going for a run there. I had planned, there's Greg's, if I did something, I'd be looking at Wimbledon. Maybe they're, anyway, Wimbledon Football Club, another London-based club, or London area, region of London. I think I've had trouble with this one because I had this in another game. So, the Bournemouth Road. There it is, AFC Wimbledon. Hybrid Fitness Center, how about that? The Coppermill Lane. And we are looking northeast. Where's that Starbucks? Starbucks is there, so I think we are, yeah, right about there. Greyhound Parade. Wimbledon. Let's go back out. You know, Bromley's League 2. So we look at Wimbledon Football Club. The Dons. The wrong one. This is AFC Wimbledon. That was the old club. All right, Plough Lane, 9,215 in League 1. So maybe I was thinking about doing Bromley, Wimbledon, and so on and so forth. Capacity, like I said, 9,215. Broke ground 2019 and opened on the 3rd November 2020 at a construction cost of £34 million, the same cost as the Stadium of Light, which is interesting. And there it is, the Dons under a rainbow. Pretty cool football ground, this one. A new football ground, Plough Lane. And we're off to round number 4. And we got the Bolton Wanderers, Bolton Kia, the official West Stand sponsor, the Bolton Wanderers Football Club. Bolton Wanderers once a team in the Premier League, which, again, that's probably was a 2010. I know there was an American that played at Bolton Wanderers. His name escapes me at the moment, but hopefully it'll come to me. Bolton Wanderers Football Club, kind of out there away from the city. So Bolton, I think, is north of Manchester. It is. Again, I can't think of the guy's name that played for Bolton. AFC Bolton. Bolton. Northeast. North are the hills. Alright, so see, we gotta be up here somewhere, I feel like. Anyway. Nuffield Health. There's that Nuffield Health again. I guess it's a chain. Alright, I'm giving myself a couple more seconds here. Bolton Wanderers, where the heck are you? Maybe over here. The gravel pits. Athletic Stadium. This is quite the challenge here. So we go up here for now. And wow, pretty far west of Bolton, out in Middlebrook, is the Tough Sheet Community Stadium. So let's go Bolton Wanderers Football Club. And the Tough Sheet Community Stadium 28,723. I believe there might be a hotel in this stadium. I could be wrong. For some reason, I was thinking this was for construction cost of $25 million. 1997, opened it 28 years ago. And yeah, so there's been concerts been held here as well. Snooker, okay, and some rugby league internationals. The head coach is Steve Schumacher, and they are in League One. All right, we're going to get off to the fifth and final round here. And we've got the Doubletree. Is this Milton Keynes? Look at that McDonald's. Spicy, this fancy McDonald's. I was about to say spicy. I'm thinking like spicy chicken. But ooh, it looks kind of the same there. Same style. KFC and McDonald's. We saw KFC and McDonald's in the last one. But we got Milton Keynes, and it's Milton Keynes Dons, I think, or MK Dons, which, anyway, they're full of Dons here. But Milton Keynes, there we are. Oh, it's Stadium MK, so we're in between the McDonald's. Wow, they got a Burger King. Now, I know this is like a newer city, but an area that's built up. The way they have these chain restaurants, the stadium, the Doubletree, and the highway, kind of reminds me in a weird way of the United States, the way things are kind of planned out. But anyway, it is Milton Keynes, the Stadium MK, one of the largest stadiums in the lower leagues, I believe, at a capacity of 30,500, expandable to 45,000, which is pretty interesting. They also held the concert of Take That. How about that? Take That. But it was opened in 2007. Milton Keynes Dons, which team moved from Wimbledon, which is interesting because I think that's the case. But it's interesting because that doesn't normally happen in the rest of the world. It happens in the United States, and I don't like it. Anyway, that's the Top Flight game number 1. So hopefully you did well on that. And on the first go of it. Second go, hopefully get new stadiums, different stadiums. But we shall see. We can explore. And this is Top Flight's all 92. And maybe we'll play this. I might do a live stream of maybe a football match, like a big match on a Sunday by afternoon for those of you in England, the UK, and Europe, and morning time on the US over the next month or so. And before, maybe I'll play GeoGuessr games, do some quizzes, have some fun, interact. We are at the EcoPower Stadium, home of Doncaster Rovers Football Club, Doncaster. Getting awfully familiar with the areas of the UK, which is pretty cool, playing a lot of UK games. Unfortunately, there we are. There's the EcoPower Stadium. As we look east, we're out this way somewhere in the car park. Let's go back. So we've got Doncaster Rovers Football Club. They are currently in League One and at the EcoPower Stadium. The capacity is 15,231 and cost £32 million. So that's a pretty cool stadium, modern. There's the North Stand. But the one thing I don't like about the modern stadiums is you can't see outside of it. So for somebody like myself that wants to explore and see the countryside of England, I don't get to see that. I get to see that with the older football grounds, which is always pretty cool. We're going high above this interesting looking, neat looking. When I'm saying this is what I like is being able to see outside in the countryside. No stand here. We've been here before. I think this is Oxford City Football Club. And there you are, looking for work, or are you recruiting? Oxford City Football Club is where we've got it for this one. And Where are we? So we're going to look. There's I guess that's Oxford to the west. Hopefully this is right. To the east. Is this even correct? I don't know. I don't know if the compass is right. American Gulf in Oxford. Oxford City Football Club, here we are. Are we along the highway, though? Ooh, I don't know. Are we Oxford City? Why do I feel like we're... Well, I think we are. Just gonna guess that's where we are. Ooh, what? The Qassam Stadium. I knew that wasn't right. We make a mistake every now and then, but that's okay. And I know I probably had this before, and somebody's gonna make a joke about it. But anyway, it's also known as Grenoble Road, home of Oxford United FC, and it's named after the ground's owner and former chairman of the club, Firoz Qassam. Oxford. Whoa. I don't know why I hit that, but Oxford United, there is the Qassam Stadium. Pretty cool looking stadium, just missing an end there, 12,500. And it's home of Oxford United Football Club, complete in the EFL Championship. And you know what? Will they get promoted? Probably not. Hopefully they don't get relegated, but we shall see this year. Cost of £15 million. How about that? All right. We go on to the next one. This car park closes 90 minutes after the final whistle on match days only. Here's the North Stand at Leyton Orient Football Club. There you can buy an apartment and watch all matches in the corner, which is pretty cool. This, another Londonderry club, could be on the list. Where Leyton Orient is, I'm not really sure. I know, look this up maybe once, maybe twice. Oh, just saw it pop up. And there it is. Leyton Orient Football Club, Brisbane Road. And we are looking southeast, so we're going to think we're right about there. Cunningham Court is where we are. And Leyton Orient Football Club, club in London, Brisbane Road. The O's, founded in 1881, play at League One in Brisbane Road. And it was interesting. I've seen a YouTube video. I forget who the YouTuber is, but he had like 800 kids versus like 5 players that played professional football. Which is the funniest thing, right? At the time, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer than that. But they had like a kids versus players thing that they had. I think was hosted at this football ground. Anyway, I digress. The highest attendance, 34,345, for a 4th round tie in 25th of January 1964 against West Ham United. How about that? It's hosted a number of England U16 and women team matches, and home of the inaugural Next Gen Series. Capacity 9,271. It's interesting, this field size, 110 by 76 yards. This might sound crazy, but this past weekend, a U13 girls team that I coach, football team, we played on a 117. Like at U13 United States, we moved to 11 aside. I still think it should be U14, maybe U15, but it is what it is, right? That's what we do in the United States. Make things bigger. And we do it. I don't know about development. I still like smaller sided football matches for those under 13s, but here we are. It's the nature of football in the United States. Brisbane Road for this one. And we're going to go off to the next round, and round 4 of the second game. You got the ticket office. That font almost looks like, if I had to guess, the font looks like Kenilworth Road, Luton Town Football Club. And the stadium, if it's in the neighborhood, kind of looks like that. And it is Luton Town. It's just that font. I don't know why. We are in the friendly confines of Luton. And hopefully they don't keep going down after being in the Premier League. Last year, no, 2 seasons ago. So Kenilworth Road is the stadium. And any fans of any of these clubs, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. If you've been to any of these grounds, if you've been to Kenilworth Road, just type it in right now. Love to know the experience, because this would be one I'd want to visit, just from the standpoint of just just the uniqueness of it. We don't get stadiums like this in the United States, folks. Ooh, Kenilworth Road. Skipped Kenilworth Road. And Luton, the Kenny. Capacity is 12,000, and it's situated in the district of Bury Park, Kenilworth. Luton Town Football Club. There's another 110 by 72 yards. Again, I still can't believe we played in 117. Built in 1905. And League One Luton Town, which is crazy that they've fallen that far. We got a Premier League club for the last round of all 92 English top flight football stadiums on all over the stands. We got a camera here, always looking at us. The family stand. It's a pretty. I like these murals. It's really cool. We're at the City Ground. It's the Brick Club, catering and barbecues. What's interesting, I have to bring this up at some point. How do you prepare this far in? What is your preparation for a match day or game day, as we say in the United States? Love to know what everybody does. Do you get a jacket potato and go to a match? Do you go to a McDonald's, get a soda, and just go to the match? Do you go to a pub? Or do you do what we do in the United States, tailgate? Something we should talk about in the future, which is going to be happening quite often here in the United States in the upcoming weekends with college football and the NFL. Anyway, this is the real football, and we're in Nottingham at the City Ground. And yeah, that's why I'm going to do a live stream. Get to know, get to learn what everybody does to have fun and prepare for the match and match day. We got the City Ground for the last round, and if I can type, we'll explore it. The City Ground in Nottinghamshire on the River Trent. Capacity is 30,455. About the same size as that Stadium NK. And hosted Euros 96. There's the City Ground. Pretty cool. That's a pretty cool shot of the City Ground and the city of Nottingham. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode on all over the stands, and hopefully learn a little bit more and had some fun playing these 2 games on GeoGuessr. With that said, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, cheers.